You know, it could still shift, but we are, you know, both east of Europe and going towards the light of the east. The light being the juicy, juicy trade ducats that we can pull out of it. So, let's play. Unpause. Straight in there. Pause again. We need to sell these ships. Hey, Mamluks. Some fine trade ships for you. So, some fine transport ships for you, sir. They took one. Nice. Head over here. Who else wants a ship? Venice. Venice. You may not like me, but you should take a ship. You're at war. It's fair enough. Tunisia. Take a ship, my man. No? Wants 3 fewer transports. I'll take them off your hands for free if you want. So we got 2 galleys right now, but we actually don't need galleys because we control the strait. We control fort on both sides of the strait, that is to say. Currently, the Romans have 1 galley, 1 trade ship, I think. So I'm going to build 2 more galleys. But first, an advisor. Seems good. Okay. Culture-wise, we should be able to get most of the Greek culture to convert to Turkish, because there is a special modifier in the game that makes Greek and Turkish flip to each other at like 400% normal speed. So we should be able to get some nice Turkish spread, which would be good. Get these Greeks to embrace the new way. How many... I can't demand military support when we're not at war, so I can't actually see how many troops they have. Oh, sorry, I can do it here, can't I? So, lesser nobles have 1 regiment. Greater nobles have 3. Sorry, 2. Burghers will give us not too small money. Greek and Turkish in the same group. Yeah, so it's interesting. I think the idea of that is that basically Turkish is represented in game as a kind of basically just Islamicized, is that a word? Greek, basically. Because I mean the people living here and the people living here right now are as Greek. You know, they both lived under Greek rule for the same period of time. Almost exactly the same period of time anyway. And, you know, all of this was Greek colonies before the Romans took it over. And that was before the Romans were effectively Greek. So, I imagine that, but yeah, I think that can make sense. So, we're going to build lots of local universities in this campaign. I like having a 2.5 education modifier. We're going to build some great cities. We're going to build some great roads, especially in here, like connecting up so we get really nice autonomy in the interior here. In our culture group land, we're going to see what we can do to basically get try and get 0 autonomy in that whole area. Get really prosperous, really dense populations, really defend it from any rebels or enemies coming in. We're going to try and create a really flourishing Anatolia in Greece. It's going to be good stuff. So, Mamluks, keep buying my ships, please. And we should also improve relations with them. Ah, yes, I could also knowledge share with them, which would get me loads of money. No institution they can learn from us about. Pardon me. Ah, they appear to have had an event-spawned legalism. Fair enough. Well, who could we share knowledge with? Got to be careful about sharing knowledge, especially later in the game, because, you know, it's dangerous, but there's literally no one. No one in the world wants to learn about our legalism. Fools. Fools of them, indeed. Where is this? Okay, here it is. Millet system. Our nation has adopted an administrative system in which religious leaders of tolerated religions are given power. Each religion is allowed to exist, decide legal cases for its members, and even collect taxes. In return, they expect to follow the laws of the empire and provide troops for war. Still, since they enjoy so much authority under the system, religious authorities preach loyalty to the empire. 6% stability increase, 2.4% missionary strength. We will have to look into what makes those numbers. It's probably based on the number of non-true faith provinces as a proportion of your whole. That's my guess. Yes, it's definitely not going to be just 2.4 as a base. At least I assume it's not, because it's a very bizarre number. But right now, we're able to convert even with it. So it's a strictly good thing. Of course, it takes longer to convert. And your overall missionary strength... That's not right. Why is it showing as 0.1? Surely that's not right. It appears that is right, actually, as base. But then, of course, you get the extra stuff for, like, part of state and things like that. Yeah, 0.1 base. No, that includes... Yeah, 0.1 base. So, I mean, your base missionary strength affects the rate at which people passively convert. That is, convert without the use of a missionary. So it is important still, especially for rooting out heretic strongholds, like the Orthodox here, the Orthodox and the Jews here, more Orthodox, more Orthodox. To get those guys to go away, you need to have a high base conversion, basically. Building projects. No, thank you. I like doing it manually. It's fun. Another thing. Force heretics to convert. So because we have unity of at least 50%, and we are not a subject nation, and all of these other things, we can do an expulsion of heretics. So we could expel Orthodox Christians, get 96 ducats, 200 military power, costs us 2 war exhaustion, and we get 10 unrest in all of those places, and you do a big pogrom. Sorry about the noise. Again, it's very hot in this room, so I can't really close that window. We're not going to do that. It's too radical a step, and if we did it against the Orthodox, we might actually inspire revenge from Orthodox nations. They do get CBs, or can choose to, or maybe only the large ones get CBs. I don't remember, but right now we're not in the interest. We're not in the business of pogroms. They may come later, but not yet. Okay, it's January. Time's ticking away, Romans. You better get yourself some allies. Genoa has embraced banking. So banking has started over there in Genoa. It's growing right now in Chaldiki because trading in a minor center of trade. Okay, so we would really like... I have a center of trade there. I guess it's just out of range. And the same thing here. Yeah. So that's good. It should spread to Chaldiki and Constantinople. By the time it spreads there, we'll probably own them. And then we'll be able to start making some headway. Base rate is changing. The millet system has already gone down by 0.2. Did somewhere switch from majority Islamic? Sorry, majority Orthodox to majority Sunni already? I didn't notice. There's one more force limit for us. Nice. Okay, anything else I should be paying attention to? We have 64% state influence right now, which is kind of mad. So let's set some court and education expenses. I remember why it seems like we have so much money. It's because we're not spending any money on the education or the court. Okay, so for the court, I would like... Let me just get up the sheet here. Court levels... apparently M&T is a jurisdiction in America. MEIOU and taxes. Court levels. Why is it not coming up? Court levels wiki. Because it doesn't tell you here what these are, what the benefits they give you in the tooltip are, which it should. So what I need is court and education pages on this thing, so we can know the bonuses. So, court levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 give debuffs. We want at least 3, which takes 3 yearly funding. 4 would be great, but it would cost 12 yearly funding. Ducat a month. What about 5? Basically not going to happen. Let's try and hold court level 4. For now, what court level 4 gives us is 1 diplomatic relation, 1 extra diplomatic reputation, plus 5% improved relations, plus 0.5 yearly prestige, plus 1 possible advisors, 10% stability increase, 10% less unrest, and 2.5% more morale of armies and navies. Eventually, we'll want to crank this to 5, and that's one of my goals, is to become so wealthy that we can afford level 5 court. So I will do that. It's going to aim to pay up to 50, which will put us at this. Cool. Giving it 12 ducats a month, which is, sorry, 12 ducats a year. So, education. Now, the bonuses for education are, again, just a kind of sliding scale. It affects tech cost, idea cost, army decay, institution spread, possible advisors, stability increase, although instability increase and monthly autonomy increase, which it affects, become negative at higher levels. So, right now, we have an endowment of 120, and the annual church contribution is 3. An annual church contribution of 3 will make it trend towards about You spend 5% a year, so 20 times. So it will trend towards about 60 with the current level of church contribution. If we were to increase our church influence by another 30%, I believe this would go up by just strictly 30%. Right now it's got 126 and it's holding steady at 15... Wait, 15%? Jesus Christ, that's bad. That's really bad. Can you see the... Yeah, you can see the boundaries here. We're currently at education level poor, which as you can see here, is not good. Not good at all. Well, if we wanted to try and crank it to 3, take 5 a year, that's not bad. How about 4? 12 a year. A ducat on each to get to level 4 is not bad. 4 is the kind of equilibrium level. If we could get to 5, you really start to see some nice things, but 5 is going to cost us 22. I'm tempted to spend 22 to get to 5, but for now, let's go 4. Once we get to controlling the Bosphorus completely, I think then we'll be rich enough to go up to 5. Of course, the costs will also increase because we'll be bigger, but we will see. We will see. In terms of universities, we right now have 3.2 guys studying and 2 without. That's 1 more university would fix that, but we're unlikely to be able to afford a university soon. The way we're going to basically afford a university is by taking a university from the Ottoman. Craftsmen abandon their workshops because Bursa is not a center of production, essentially. But they're producing silk. Silk is what we want. That's another wiki page that I should have up on my other screen, which is trade goods. Different trade goods give different bonuses, and the bonuses from silk are admin tech cost, admin tech cost, provincial trade power, and advisor cost. Provincial trade power is going to be great for building our big trade empire, and advisor cost is one of the largest expenses that we will see on our balance sheet. If you look right now, it's actually our largest expense. Don't look at public, because that's caused by so many different things, but advisors are currently our largest monthly expense by a factor of 4, which is mad. So we will definitely spend 10 ducats to give us a bit more time to try and get a center of production here. Nice. So we're not going to start some religion yet, not until we're actually ready to buy an idea. Gives us some more states, more cultures. We don't have a limit, like, losing those 2 cultures from the millet system matters not at all. It's basically just the stability that we're doing it for. What is our stability modifier right now? Probably pretty good, I have to imagine. We haven't revoked any privileges recently, or at all. 1.6 a year? It's not that good, but it's pretty good. A multiplier of 1.6. This is, consider that a percentage, so that's 162%. No art power right now. RIP. That's why we need to take Constantinople, man. Change it to Istanbul. Build a bunch of central mosques. Get some art power from that. The estates are restless. 5 corruption. Take a chance. Lose some absolutism. Refuse to acknowledge. You know what? Let's begin with a risk. Phew. Did we lose the stability points? We did not. Let's go. Sometimes you just gotta roll the dice. If you weren't familiar with that event, and that way, in MEIOU and taxes, stability hit events don't lose you stability. They lose you either 50 stability points, which represents approximately 33% of a stability, or 1 stability, or they do nothing, and there's a 33% chance of each. So we got pretty lucky there. We got the best 30% outcome. 30, you know, ish percent outcome. So that's pretty good. All right, there's our 6 guys. We could go down here and smash these guys. They are friendly to me right now. Will you ever take vassalization? Probably not, right? You're too big. Yeah, way too big. We'd have to get quite a lot stronger. I think we just go against the Ottomans first. So, sorry, the Romans first. So for now, sure. Who will transfer trade power to me? Did I not click transfer trade power? I didn't, apparently. Well, you're the most valuable, so yeah, give me... I mean, it's only 10%, but I'll take it. And I'll improve relations with Kandar. You're still the guy that I'm going to kill first, but... We've already got claims down here, so we're just spying for the spies, basically. Okay, I think Oh, you guys have more ships than I thought. That's unfortunate, but if you move here, damn, yeah, you can go anywhere from there. And you're not got any more allies yet. Do they have a subject at the start in ANT? No. I think what we want to do to declare the war is have 4 guys here, 2 guys here. The 4 guys move in and kill them. And if they try and cross, the 2 guys hold the strait. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Look at that autonomy, baby. So nice. Minimum autonomy 5, of course, because of the local noble privilege, but still pretty spectacular. And even after all that spending, we're still getting 2 ducats. Maybe this guy is too expensive, but getting some quick conversions done early, I think it's going to be extremely valuable. Bursa right now is only 30% Muslim, but if we can get up to 40, that might be a majority, or rather a largest group. So we'll see. We'll see, because you know, the Jews, they make up 10%, but these numbers aren't necessarily precise, I think. So there might be less than, once we've converted 10% of the current Orthodox people to Sunni, there might be less than 40% Orthodox, depending on, there's some funny calculations that happen. I know what I just said sounds like complete nonsense, but I do believe that's how it goes sometimes. And of course it just shows as Sunni for a while, but it's not actually. I don't really mind where we convert. We're just trying to get the religious unity for the stability modifier. Yeah, it's a lot better. Already managed to crank up 10% our religious unity. We didn't actually look at our national ideas. Let's take a moment here to look at that. We get 5% contraction cost down, which is so good. 0.05 yearly prestige, which is basically worthless. We get religious unity up, which is nice. Match political culture is fine. 20% from Ghazi, it's pretty good. 5% cav cost, it's pretty good. 5 years of scepticism, very, very nice. Yearly army attrition decay, it's less good once the ball gets rolling, but in the early game it's really good. And discipline is lovely, of course. State maintenance and co-creation, just lovely. Just very nice. State needs some money or level 1 stability. So, I mean, I think we actually take this guy, and then once we've done some of the initial conversions, we fire this guy and replace him with this cheaper guy. Because we can promote him to level 2 and he'll only cost us like 2 point something ducats. You know what I'm actually going to do? Well, no, maybe I won't. Just checking something on the wiki. I had a wacky theory, but I think it would be no, it's too silly an idea. So basically, we're just waiting for this truce now. Just gonna, you know, coast it out till then and get this war going. Should be good. Should be great, in fact. Naples has attacked the Empire of the Romans. That is potentially problematic. Because now the Romans are going to mobilize their troops ahead of time, which is very frustrating. I'm not overjoyed by this development. Not overjoyed at all. They might take... They're likely to... Well, how much do you want to take? What? They have no desire in any of this land? You've only conquered the Empire of the Romans. Yeah, but which... You've no claim. What is going on? How did this war start? Causes Valley. No, not Causes Valley. Current wars. What's the Neapolitan flag in this mod? I've honestly lost a bit of track. Where is it? Neapolitan conquest of the Emperor of the Romans. It's just Naples declaring directly. Oh, I guess one of you has a claim? Corfu doesn't. I mean, Sicily's not their subject. What is going on? How did this happen? Blockade from 0 battles. Well, I guess when we wait a monthly tick, we'll see the ticking war score and see which it was over. But that is confusing. Just console delete the war? No. We will see on the monthly tick what's going on here. Oh, it's war score. No one has won enough battles. Okay, it must be a scripted war. That's the only explanation I can think of. Well, that would be nice if the Neapolitans would come over and blockade them for me. I certainly won't object. I like that we start with 60 loyalty nobility estates. It's very handy. We are going to go to speed 4 just to try and chunk through some of this opening slowdown. We want to get this sorted. You guys can just stay in port. Yes. Oh no, yes, I should be. Sorry, I've been forgetting. We should still be selling these guys. It wouldn't be called a conquest. It is calling it a conquest, which is bizarre. All right, you guys you can just go. I think you don't want any more transports. I don't really want to bother. It's a bit cheesy selling votes anyway, because I mean it doesn't really make much sense. How the AI decides they want it is pretty nonsensical. All right, well, that's an interesting development. In the next episode, it looks like we'll go to war with the Empire of the Romans. Things are beginning to heat up. We will charge in with our newly recruited cavalry regiments. Going to keep drilling for just a little bit longer. It expires in... Oh, no, it expires in February. Do not keep drilling. Profiteering in Ankara. MEIOU, which is here. Which provides 3% of the trade income and has a relatively inexpensive trade good. I don't really want to lose too much trade value here, but 10% more trade power is not bad. Make Thessaly annoyed, which obviously doesn't matter. Yes, we will protect our trade. A little bit more trade power, a little bit less trade value. That's okay. Anyway, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you for the conquest of at least some of the Romans. I suspect we may end up taking this bit, and this, and this, and this. Not actually the city of the world's desire, but maybe the one after that. More after that, anyway. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.